and welcome back to the Dodge Central live stream of the National League Dodgeball today. We finished with Men's Super League, very eventful day, some very table-changing results for sure. But now we're on to Men's League 1. First game today is Bedford Rangers 2 in the teal colour, going to be on the near side, and Nottingham Sheriffs 2 on the far side in the lighter green.
Very strong teams. Both have a good amount of experience on each team, so it'll be an interesting match to watch.
Yeah. Positionally, Bedford Rangers 2 currently in 7th, Nottingham Sheriffs 2 currently in 9th. But this is certainly the most competitive League 1 that I've seen. You've got some extremely high quality players in here. A lot of players who are appearing in the first teams and subbing in as well in this league when they're maybe not selected for the first team. So I mean, this is a very tough league to be in these days.
Yeah, we've got some strong players on the Sheriff side. So Ben Paddock plays for their first mixed team. Currently
in the middle with his just throwing that ball there.
He's been a strong contender for their mix this season, so and a massive addition for their seconds, absolutely. Both teams just starting with that one ball back and forth. Brilliant hit there.
Sheriffs 2 getting the first hit of the game, just thrown through the block there. Ooh, free throw from the Sheriff side, cross court, doesn't quite find its target. The Avenge isn't there either. Oh, a good free throw there from Rate, Adam Ray on the Rangers side. That's Ben Paddock just coming forward as we're raving about him. They're getting hit through the block.
I think that's a big thing that I think a lot of players fall for, is if you charge too far forward sometimes.
Definitely.
And you're just so open to that quick hit.
How's he out? Michael Lincoln there on the Rangers side going for the catch, but it's called a no catch and a hit. Maybe a bit of an odd call. As I thought he'd caught it, but it must have been a hit, then the floor, and then he's caught it. The Rangers still equal. 3 balls now, looking for cross court. Lovely cross court there onto the thigh from Rate. Sorry, just having a couple of technical difficulties there.
Sheriffs up by 1. Rangers, interesting to see whether they look for the catch or they're looking for that hit.
The 2-ball attack there, good timing on the 2 balls from Sheriffs. But a great jump over. Gives the Rangers 4 balls. Good pre-throw there, very nice.
Pre-throw from Newton there.
Just clips Ray as it goes through. Ray being very dangerous this set on the Rangers side. So now Knight just trying to position himself, potentially position himself here where he's got 2 balls. Sheriff's going to come in, and then he can look for a catch. Oh, good safe throw there from Newton.
That was good positioning. It can be really nerve-wracking in that last moment when you're desperately trying to not give a catch or a hit, and you're still trying to throw in the realms of valid.
Yeah. Sheriff playing it smart, playing out the time there, knowing that the 2 players up. All you got to do is not give away a catch, and they take that set. The first set, the Sheriffs 2. Bit more of a contested ball this time, but Sheriffs will take it. First attempt to make a hit. Single into the middle, looking for a foot there, but Rate just sidesteps slightly to get out of the way. As things open up a bit there, Sheriffs come to charge forward for the counter.
Getting caught there.
Yeah, and the pre-throws from Rangers not quite finding their target. and then the after throw from the Sheriff side is very good. But then as Paddock comes forward just a bit further, Michael Lincoln is ready and waiting for him, hits him through the block. Sheriff's taking advantage of the possession that they got though, taking out Jack Evans in the middle, multiple balls. But great catch from Greg Whitehouse, one of our own commentary crew. Can't throw a single ball into his gut and expect to get away with it. Bacon at the front there just to help his team get possession.
Rangers in 3.
The 2-ball
beautiful
attack.
There.
Nice.
Beautiful. Lovely hit there from Whitehouse.
First ball just trying to draw out the block and pull the block away, and then the second ball coming in for the hit. Michael Lincoln looked at the free throw on the Rangers side, but a block from Newton and then a hit afterwards.
Both teams seem to be very on it with their throws today, hitting key spots.
Good 2-ball attack, but Knight with the jump and the block. Rangers maybe, like, when you've got 2 players left on the other side that both have a ball, you're trying to kind of just look for a hit in the...
It's so unlucky when that happens. We love a good pop-up catch though.
Yeah. Greg Whitehouse there just apologising to his team. Maybe felt he probably shouldn't have thrown that. Maybe just wait for 3 balls. Now they'll take 3. Wasting time a little bit. Again, maybe trying to position themselves to have 2 balls because they back their chances a bit better on the defense. And Whitehouse there with the opportunistic single ball to take the set. They tie things up.
Trying to be so careful, making sure that you're looking up court. There's always going to be players looking to snipe you when you're just not quite looking like you're aware of what's going on.
Definitely. People are very rude like that in dodgeball. Paddock there just opening up his body, looking like he's going to throw across the Rangers team, but then pulling down on his arm to bring it back, looking for the foot of George Hibbert on the wing, but no luck at that time.
VP definitely, Paddock definitely coming up a little bit more hesitant now. We've seen him get out on that aggressive come forward a few times, so he's definitely just been a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, you've always got to find that balance of your zone against whatever player you're facing. Are you going too aggressive that they're going to be able to hit you through your block before you can react? But also, are you too far back that your fakes are not having an impact on that player at all?
It's finding your comfort zone as well, because there are some players that are phenomenal at blocking. That was close there. And they'll be more comfortable slightly further up court. So it's finding the realms of your comfort as well in that.
The Whitehouse there taking the hit. Almost sticks in his gut as the catch comes in, but no luck that time. Sheriff's happy to spend 2 balls to hit out Michael Lincoln on the left-hand side of Rangers. Knight with a nice single into the middle of Sheriff's there, but Ben just dodging to the side, getting his legs out of the way. Not Paddock's best single, into the ground a little bit, but still close enough to be valid. And Rangers respond with a good counter.
It's just getting in the way of their own players there, I think.
Well, again, looking for the feet of Rate. Paddock with a block this time, high up court. He's ready and waiting to cover his teammates. Both players aren't doing enough to get out the way, though.
Even, 4-4. balls to Rangers.
Take the hit and the balls here. Rangers hopefully wanted to convert this 4-ball attack into another hit. Go 2 players up. Free throw there from Sheriffs. Almost sticks in his chest for the catch, but no luck that time. Sheriffs low in time here.
Lovely aggressive hit there from Paddock, trying to just turn the game last minute.
It was smart from Hibbert to hold in the end. Just keep the player advantage. No need to go for a throw and try and take the other hit. You only risk getting caught. The Rangers take 4-2 lead. Rangers there winning the middle ball this time. Oh, single ball from Michael Lincoln. A good hit on the thighs there. But the after throw from Ben on the Sheriff side gets the hit back, gets the avenge. Not always be there to cover your teammates. Your job as a winger isn't always to stop the other team from doing something. It's more of a deterrent because you're telling them, hey, if you hit my teammate, I'm going to be there to hit you back.
Yeah, and I've successfully seen wingers just take the other winger out by just holding them off.
Yeah.
And that's as valid a tactic as getting the hit on the wing.
Yeah, if you've got a very prolific thrower on the other team, then often your job as the opposing winger is just to try and limit how much damage they can do, as April says. Whereas if you are the prolific thrower, the threat on your team, and you've got a powerful arm, then you've got to try and still make that work for your team while staying alive. Oh, great catch there from Rate. Cross court from Ben Newton. Not quite in the place where he wanted. Rate watches it all the way and takes the catch. Oh, rolling off the back wall there, unfortunately, as Paddock releases what he thinks is Sheriff's 3rd ball, but gives Rangers 4. The Rangers take advantage, taking the hit with their wingers throwing it too. Again, Rangers going to take 4 balls. Rest just pausing time to get all the balls back in, but ready to go again straight away. Players on the back line to restart. Rangers going to come forward, throw 3 of their balls at Newton on the left, but fantastic dodging from Robson Newton.
40 seconds after this set, so the Sheriff can turn this.
Nice, a good start.
Lovely 3-ball there. That was such good positioning, though.
Yeah, very good placement. Throwing all 3 at ball there stops Rangers from coming back at them.
It's one thing that, as a club, Sheriffs have always been very good at is ball positioning as a group.
Whoa. Paddock there, I think he got 2 out of the 3 blocks there, but I mean that's why you throw all 3 balls in. And that is a turnover, unfortunately, from the Sheriff side. A ball retriever error, as they used to be called. Now under the blanket of turnover, still the same effect. Rangers choose how many balls they want, and they choose 5. Wrong. Player called out there on the Rangers side.
I think he stepped off court thinking time had been paused.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case.
There wasn't pause, it was only a turnover. I do believe you're meant to stop time though. I do believe that you're not meant to I don't think you're meant to call people out for stepping off in that case. However,
I think it depends
works
on
out in the end. Yeah. If the refs haven't stopped the game, then you have to kind of play to that. But it's hard to recognise when if the referee steps on and calls a turnover, whether or not the game is actually stopped in that sense. Bit of a stoppage in play, so it can be a bit confusing sometimes. However, Rangers still take that set. 6-2 up now. Oh, great single there into the middle. Just finding the feet of Blowfield.
Sheriffs at the sub there, putting Wildline now.
Yeah, Rangers snap back with another single to even things up. And take another, I don't actually see the other hit as well. That a hit through the block on that side. Fakes from Sheriffs. And then the single looking for the foot of White House, number 19 there. He shimmies out of the way. 2-ball attack.
A lovely buckle catch there.
Rangers have done everything right with the 2-ball attack onto the wing, but deflection off the ball into a catch on the Sheriff side. Very unfortunate for Rangers, because that swung it into this position now where one hit from the Sheriff side gets them a player up. Ooh, and a great 2-ball attack. They've kept the ball advantage in these last few plays and really punishing Rangers for it. Now with 5 balls, probably send all of them at one target. And a catch! 4 balls thrown, a catch and then a hit. Means a catch and out. No one on the Sheriff side gone out yet. Warble steps off. I think they're not sure who's been hit. Not long left. They're going to look for a hit. They need to go too late. Fortunately, there goes the whistle. Not quite able to bring it back in time. That was a really important set for them to win at the end of the last half, because they can kind of keep some of the momentum still. 8-2 feels like a little bit of a mountain to climb, but winning that final set in the second half definitely keeps them in it. Feels like an even game. You don't need a comeback, you just need to keep playing well.
Yeah.
No hits off the first 2 singles. Ferris will look for a good single.
Lovely single there from Freestone. Perfect placement.
I think the Rangers player there just telegraphing his move a little bit too early. He's already down in that crouched position, and maybe a couple of fakes from Sheriff there kind of got him down there. You want to try and time it as he's moving. Great after throw there from Paddock, avenging Warble, hit by the single.
And the revenge hit seems to be quite a solid tactic that a lot of teams are starting to utilise more, rather than holding for possession of the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it reminds the other team that you're there to not let them just get a free shot off.
Yeah.
So Reed's there on the Sheriff side with a great free throw against Evans in the middle of Rangers.
The timing of that was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, with the free throws are very finicky to time. You've got to hit it just as they're in their action. White House there taken out by 3 balls.
A well-timed, well-placed free throw is practically unstoppable.
Yes. If you can time it where they're really in that release point where they're in the middle of throwing, then there's not much you can do. Which is why you always try and tell your players, focus on your hit first. If you're at the point where you're going to release, then you've got to think about where am I putting it on their body, throwing with power, throwing with good form, and if that free throw is right on the money, then, well, at least you've made your hit.
Yeah, absolutely. They're up by 1.
Rangers looking to manoeuvre into a 2-ball situation here, setting up for a defensive play. Ooh, free throw there.
Sheriffs are going to be looking to hold this and win this set now. Keep things even.
And left about 45 seconds. One player advantage can slip quickly with a free throw.
Well, like they say, catches win matches.
They do. You say that. 4 balls on the Sheriff side. A free throw.
Well placed.
A free throw hit from the Ranger side, but Michael Lincoln unfortunately not able to keep his hands on that catch. The Sheriff's probably happy with the trade here because now they get 2 balls at the same target. Ooh.
He's so close to that corner.
Just stepping into the corner to get out of the way of that. Solid block from Freestone.
Lovely
And a great finish. White House not afraid to take that shot there. His placement is perfect, onto the legs. Gives him no chance, gives Knight no chance to take the catch at the end.
That brings the game to 6-6, both teams even. It did turn out to be a close game so far. Having a bit of a clean up on the court.
I think just off Just off screen. Oh no, you can see in the corner there the blue roll pile that we have to help clean up sweat marks on the floor. We don't quite have the sweepers like they do in the NBA coming on to clean the court for us every time someone falls over. We can dream though, one day.
Sweat mark.
Yeah. Good catch from Jack Evans in the middle.
Rangers starting strong.
Sits down on his knees, he waits for that single to come in. That's the kind of confidence that you need to be able to sit in the middle. You need to be thinking, this time I'm going to move, I'm going to dodge, or this time I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to wait for it to come to me and catch. You get caught in half a mind and that's when you get caught out. Good technique there from Jack Evans. Bounce there on that attack. The Sheriffs will get another go. We're looking for the leg of George Hibbert.
Both teams just weighing each other up, I think. First minute of this game.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you're just looking for safe hits. You don't ideally want to be throwing into anyone's gut, especially at 5-5, because if they make a catch, they get that player back in as well. It's a bit more of a swing. You're just looking for shots off the body like that. Try and get them fishing. And I assume he's not called Friar Tuck, but Friar Tuck there, number 66, fishes outside of his body for the catch. Good two-ball attack from Rangers on Newton over this side, on Ben Newton, but he manages to make the block, and then the after throw from Whitehouse from the opposite side is right on the money.
Rangers up by 1. Sheriff's looking for.
Through the legs of Whitehouse, a double counter, both going back at opposite.
Double straight counter.
Double straight counter.
Great pressure from Rangers there, trying to hold off that attack.
Yeah, mimicking there the first team players we see with Tamas Ward and Scotty Whitelaw, and the Rangers are really good at that high pressure. And I imagine if you're training with them regularly, then you really learn to both deal with it and do it a bit yourself. Oh, it's a good single.
Lovely single there.
Hibbert there caught a little bit flat-footed, realises too late that he needs to pick his legs up.
This is, I think, a massive risk as well when you jump as a player. Is if you're in the air, there is nothing you can do at that point.
Definitely.
If you are coming down and the ball is going to hit you as you hit the ground, then it's not a right lot you can do.
Free throw there from Whitehouse.
Oh, looky there, Greg.
Oh.
Maybe disappointed with that one.
He will be. He's got a great pre-throw. He's got his legs out of the way the first couple of throws, and then the throw that's on the money, I think in his movement to get prepped, it's definitely hard to set yourself. Rangers now not with much time left.
Catch on the whistle there.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think the best thing you can do when you're a middle player, if you're looking for a catch, is just to make that decision and stick with it. Whether that's going to be a movement into setting yourself for a catch or just sitting there. When you try and pre-throw, you kind of disrupt yourself from being able to do that. So throwing a pre-throw and then kind of having that confidence in your mind of like, am I set and ready for this? It's difficult. Pre-throw catches, they're very hard.
You see some really great off-balance catches like yourself that can seemingly can't hold on to those balls regardless of what direction their body's moving in, but it is absolutely a skill that takes time and practice.
They're very frustrating players to play against. If those players that are very good at the pre-throw catch, because I mean they're going to throw a deadly pre-throw at you, and then all you want to do is avenge your teammate.
And they're going to catch.
But then you get caught. Yeah. Simultaneously, a good time to go back at them, but you got to be good about the placement of it.
Oh, so close there. Very close there.
Yeah, some close singles here. Still at 6-6. Some good agility there from Hibbert and Warvel and Whitehouse.
Oh, lovely commit to that middle catch there.
Nice. That's similar to the pre-throw catch, the throw and then, I don't know what you call it. I've never known what to call it. It's like an after-throw catch. But then they're throwing the after-throw. It's not a pre-throw catch.
No.
But it's a regular throw, and then you catch the after throw.
Quick fire catch.
Quick fire catch. That's a good name. Go with that. That kind of like, I think that encompasses like pre-throw catches and catching after throws and after throwing and then catching the after throw back at you.
Absolutely. It's that lovely moment where you just don't have time to think and your body just reacts.
Yeah, a quick fire catch. Let's coin that. April O'Brien. April Phillips. I apologise.
Not legally yet, but will be soon, hopefully. I need my passport back yet.
Exciting. Put your name on that one. Quick fire catches. So hit out on both sides here.
Even at the moment. Rangers looking to try and get that pre-throw in again.
Play 2 calls. Sheriffs are going to have to throw at least 2 of their balls. Pre-throw comes from Hibbert and a fantastic cover there from Paddock, hitting Hibbert on the toes. Nothing much you can do about that in Hibbert's position.
Paddock applying pressure.
Rangers trying to make the most of the 4 balls there. Freedom to throw 2 balls, but not quite both finding the target. And a great catch on the Sheriff side, and a good 2-ball attack back again.
Yeah, Sheriff's definitely. Well, you see it across all of their teams, I think. Their group throwing is just next level. It's not very often that you see that one of their balls is astray.
Oh, and once again, another lovely 2-ball attack. The first ball drawing in the block at knee height, and the second ball getting the hit on his feet. Great execution from Sheriffs.
Rangers down to 1. Can he turn it? Oh, so close.
We've seen before, he likes to favour looking for a catch as the last man in. The throws from Sheriffs, though, always got the advantage on the Sheriff side there, being able to throw 3 or 4 balls, and they all find their target. Maybe on the Rangers side there, looking to put a step in to split up the balls a little bit. If you give a team like Sheriffs the opportunity to throw 3 balls at you without moving, then they've got a good chance of hitting the target. So ideally, maybe you want to put a bit of a step in to try and split the balls up, give yourself more of a chance of taking the catch.
Absolutely. You get some players that will focus on where a player is, and you get some players that are very good at tracking the player.
Yeah.
And if you get a mix of that in a group throw, if you do add just that little bit of movement, you can sometimes scatter the throws enough for you to either get out of the way or take the catch. It's
a trade-off as well, because the problem with that is, as we've been saying, you're not as set for the catch at that point.
Some of the scores on the other courts, we've got MK.
It's like 21 to MK 3 under Dodge.
We've got 57 with Phantoms 2 against MK.
Yep. And on the far court, looks like that game is finished. Maybe? No, maybe not. Something like 15-9.
Carmarthen?
Carmarthen up about 15-9 against Raptors. Raptors 2, I think? The Raptors 1. Against Stafford Raptors. As we restart on this court, Rangers getting the 3 balls. Single into the middle. Again, at this point in the game, just looking for those outside of the body hits. Try and test your opponent. Yeah, and that kind of shot into the gut, not quite what you're looking for there.
And it's the risk of the early single. Sometimes it can just be that too straight, too central.
The benefit of the early single as well is you give up a catch, but it's not as impactful as it is later in the game.
Absolutely.
They don't get the player back in. It's not a 2-player swing. So it's not the worst thing to maybe look for a more aggressive hit, especially in. Well, I guess I'd expect that more on the Rangers side to go a bit more aggressive, given that they're down a couple of sets. They're kind of chasing. But no, they take the catch and the hit to go a couple of players up. Michael Lincoln there showing us the proper way of getting a ball off court.
Rangers, I think we might see a little bit more aggression as we come into the last 3.5 minutes of this overall game. They're going to be pushing to get these last 2 sets in to try and even score.
After throw there from Michael Lincoln, but Warvel's ready for it, hops over. Oh, and a good single outside the body from Sam Warvel. Takes out Hibbert.
That last minute moment when you see a ball and you're like, oh, I can get this.
But Rangers get the avenge on that attack. Ooh. Rangers get the hit back. But then...
that was lovely distraction from Robson Newton.
Yeah.
On the left side, leaving it open for Ben Newton to then take the hit.
And a catch from Michael Lincoln. Lovely take. Steps past one ball, catches the second, hit by the third. But that is a trade that they will happily make when there are a couple of players up. Cross court from George Hibbert.
The two Newtons, and they turn it.
Ben Newton and Robson Newton on the Sheriff side.
Oh, looky there.
Looking to go aggressive, but unfortunately too much into the guts of Adam Raitt. He isn't going to let you do that. So Ben Newton now on his own.
30 seconds left, so I imagine Rangers will try and play it safe, just play out time.
Yeah, ideal situation here from Rangers is they win this set 5-1 just like it is now. They might look to finish it, maybe get a bit more time on the clock. Send 2 or 3 balls.
If they can finish it now, they'll get another set and then potentially get another 1 minute set if they can finish that quickly.
Completely happy to play the timeout though. Rangers take that one. Sheriff's lead now down to only 1 set, 10-8.
1 minute 20 on the clock. Might be slightly out.
2 minutes 10. Referee indicating there's 2 minutes 10 left, so it is a shorter set. If Rangers want to win the game overall, they'll have to end this set in less than 2 minutes 10. But at this point, they're probably happy. Kind of play the set out, try to win it, try to bring the draw back, and only really look to end it if they are like very much on top. Catch there from Jack Evans, jumps on the fake, and then as he lands, the second ball, the actual throw comes in. Takes a lovely catch.
He's been absorbing these middle catches all game. Good.
The referee is just bringing in the line rest to figure out what happened exactly there. I think they may be questioning a hit on one of the players that they saw. I think not. A block called on someone. Nobody else out, basically.
Sheriff's down 1.
Feathers. I'll come sort it in a minute. You change the match.
Rangers looking to be aggressive here. Sheriff's looking to just play out the time. Oh! Hit on Warvel.
Sorry about that. So all Sheriffs need to do here is be drawing by the end of the set. They've got a couple of players to bring back. Paddock finds himself high up court. Lincoln goes low. Paddock goes high. Gets out of the way of it.
That was such a great dodge.
Still a couple of players down. Might be looking for a pre-throw or something here.
Just pull in.
This is a lot of time ticking away though for Sheriffs. Maybe look for 2 separate singles here.
Don't think there's very much longer left.
I think given the momentum is with Rangers, I definitely don't hate just playing the set out. Like, you look for a couple of hits, but the last thing you want is Sheriffs to turn the set around. So Rangers to completely wipe the set and get another one.
I think both teams
20 seconds left, down by 2.
Both teams would be happy.
Good 2-ball attack into the middle. Both tracked him high and got that hit on the feet. Really nice. Sheriff's now going to have 4 balls. Rangers are pushing here. They're playing fairly aggressive, but not enough time on the clock, unfortunately. So that is
happy with the draw,
game draw overall. Lovely.
Yeah.